various platforms. I went and I did YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And today, on this, as you can see behind me, a overcast sort of, like it's actually quite dramatic on the actually on all of them, on the Instagram, on the Facebook. It's very very dramatic. This background. But today is a beautiful fall day, and uh, today we are going to be drinking some. Today we are going to be drinking the Winter Pear Mountain that has just come into the shop. Came in. I guess it came in yesterday. Yeah, I guess it came in yesterday, and I tried it the other day, and we'll talk about why I ordered it so fast. I tasted it, and then I was like, okay, I have to order this as fast as I possibly can. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, we talked about this last live stream again. Right? It's wintertime. All the teas are coming in during wintertime. And as the teas come in during wintertime, what usually happens is you get a couple days worth of tea. Now, some gardens, some places, other parts of the world, they're basically making tea every single day because their gardens are just so vast. Taiwan is completely different. It is not like that at all, to a very, very extreme amount. What is going on with the Taiwanese sort of tea, the producers, and all these different types of things? Well, it's very, very simple. Small gardens, small families, and small sort of factories where they make the tea. So when they're making tea, they might pick their entire garden. They only get 2 days. And as you can see here, I have 2 days. One is labeled the 20th and one is labeled the 19th. And so I got these in the other day because my buddy up on the mountain's like, here's the teas, come on, try them out. And I was like, okay. And so you can see those are the 2 days. And I only got 2 days because there only are 2 days. Now, why I did it so fast, right? Why I was like, okay, wow, I got the tea, I tasted it, and I was like, bye, because I wasn't working for CNBC. I was saying that one is very, very different than the other. They are not the same. So these two teas are not the same. The Winter Pear Mountain is not the same at all. These are two very, very, very different teas, even though same garden, picked 1 day apart. Now, I'll get into why I think these two teas are so different, or what I think the difference is between these two teas in a second, but let's just double check. Now, remember, what do I have to do? I am a tea gambler. My job is to gamble with tea, which means that I have to know as much as I possibly can about all the things that I'm gambling with. Here, this is the sample of the 19th. Well, you can probably tell, right? Take a look, right? Which one do you think I bought? The one I drank a lot more of, right? Which is the 19th. And so I bought the 19th. And so I got in the 19th. And so what I have to do right here is I have to make sure that the sample is exactly the same as the big, huge thing of tea that I got, right? This year's wintertime tea is awesome. I'm getting a little bit excited. I'm getting excited. I think that this year's wintertime teas in general are going to be really good. The fall time teas were okay. Some areas better than others, but they weren't all that spectacular. They weren't all that spectacular. Yep, same teas. Now, why? Like I said, why? Right away. Got the teas, tried them out. I'm like, buy. Got to get it really fast because this right here is the 20th. So these two teas are the 19th. And this tea right here is the 20th. Now, I'm going to wait a minute because I'm just going to enjoy the aftertaste of drinking the 19th. Now, what makes a wintertime tea so special? Of course, a wintertime tea is special because of the florals. If the florals work for the wintertime teas, you're looking at a spectacular and just amazing taste. You get like I don't say strong anymore. I say rich. So rich vegetables, right? So you get rich vegetables, but in the background, what you're actually getting is this really, really beautiful, strong floral that lasts and lasts and lasts. And you could argue it's sort of a little bit jasmine-y, it's a little bit grassy, it's a little bit this, it's a little bit that. There's all sorts of different things that are going on in that floral. But that floral is the wintertime floral. It's different than the springtime floral. It's sharper, it's stronger, and it is longer lasting. And in the future, what I'm going to do is, when I've got the new tea shop up and running, I'm not going to call it brick and mortar. I'm going to call it stone and wood, because it's an old Japanese style thing. If we get it up and running, I shouldn't even be mentioning it because it's not 100%, but it's, we're getting there. Anyways, we're working on it. And this day is just flat. It's flat. It doesn't have the floral. I've been drinking the small leaf chrysanthemum and the blue lotus flower. I love the jasmine, and this one sounds good. I'm going to tell my brother Will. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm trying to get more tisanes or herbal teas on the site. The ones I have on the site right now, they're a little medicinal. They're not quite as good as the small leaf chrysanthemum or the lotus flower. They're a little medicinal, but you can try them out. The perilla and the other ones too, if you're looking for those. And if you like the floral flowers, always try the gardenia. That's the favorite of so many people. Drink it for the vitamin A. Oh, that one is the small leaf chrysanthemum. It's not the most pleasant drink, but if you want or need the stuff that's in it, it quenches something in you. Like I like it for the vitamin C. So I'll drink it. I don't really drink it when it's hot, but when it starts to get cool, when I'm not getting enough, whatever it is that it's offering, like the little bits of sun, I feel like it's little bits of sun, then I'll drink that tea, and it just quenches something in me. Like it's just so potent, right? It's just such a beautiful, potent tea. Anyways, let's get back to these teas. Now, why does that happen? The floral of the wintertime teas, because it's colder weather, the tea leaf grows up. These leaves are thicker, they're stronger, and then off the top, poof, this is shorter. And after we drink a little bit of this, I'll show it to you. I showed you the last live stream, but it's always, because this is a higher tea, you always get it a lot more. It's more dramatic. And the lower leaves, the thicker leaves, they're the ones who bring up those ones, the lower leaves, the lower down leaves, those are the ones that really bring in the florals. I have to try the gardenia. Thanks for all the tea. Right now, yes, I totally agree with you. It is. Yes, yeah. That one, the chrysanthemum, it's okay. The lotus flower is a little bit sweeter and sort of more florally and nicer tasting. But there's something about that chrysanthemum that if you're missing whatever it's got, it quenches that thirst. Now, why do I think these two are different? Remember, same area, same garden, same everything, same pickers, same tea master. Everything about these two teas are exactly the same, except one is different. One is different. The day, that's it. Everything else is exactly the same. And my guess is that on this day was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather. Like just gorgeous, crisp, clear sun weather. Just the most amazing weather you could actually ever hope for. Whereas this one was cloudy, maybe a little bit drizzly. This has not been kissed by the sun, is basically what it boils down to. And, sometimes I think about these things, like what's my value add? I got lots of value adds, but one of the value adds is, you could go to this garden, you could go up the mountain, you could go to the top, you could go to this beautiful area, you could sit there with my buddy, you could drink the teas, really enjoy them. But this day is going to sell out. This day, the 19th, is going to sell out. And if you actually went up there, this is the only day that's probably going to be left, because people like me are going to buy this tea. Now, because this is so good, like this year's winter is so good. I actually, uh, I actually bought more than I probably should have bought. I bought a lot. And the reason I bought a lot was because I haven't been buying a lot of tea recently. Whatever the situation is going on will not last forever. Eventually, I will be going back and will be able to ship tea to the United States, and I'll be able to ship tea to, and I'll start selling tea in Taiwan as well. And so we'll be able to do all these things. It'll swirl around, and everything will be okay. But I'm worried that when that happens, and if that does happen, sort of in February to the March area time period, I'm going to not have a lot of tea. So with this tea, because it's so good, I was like, okay, I'm buying it, right? I'm just buying it. And so I bought a bunch of it. And because it's really, really nice. It's really nice. And it's got the strength of the wintertime. And then that really beautiful punch in the background of the floral. The aftertaste is just awesome. Now, like I said, this is just kind of missing it. One day off, right? One day off. It's just kind of missing it. It's not really there. Just one day off. It's so crazy how it all works. Now, I used to think I was a crazy person, right? So I used to think I was a crazy person in the sense that only I could taste the difference. Only, like, I was fooling myself, right? I was thinking, oh, this is dumb. All these different types of, like what the hell are you doing, man? Like you really think you can taste the difference in the weather and blah, 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 blah. Because remember, I'm doing this usually by myself, on my back porch. The only thing I've got are like today, the only thing that I've got in common, like the only thing I'm doing this, I got my bees over here, and my old fat cat is sitting sort of on the other side of the door over there. She doesn't like to come out when it's windy and cold. But there's not a lot of birds either. It's for her to bother. And so I'm drinking this by myself, talking about this stuff. And but over the years, I've shared the different days with people, and one person in particular actually did classes where she took the classes and with total beginners and gave them the various different days of different harvests, and they picked the same one I picked every single time. And I do it oftentimes with my family as well, right? So like I'm training my children to have opinions about tea, and so I train my children, and they will they'll pick the same days as me, or if they don't, there'll be a good reason why, and they'll be able to describe it. And so I mean, it's real. This difference in day is really, really real, and it's repeatable. And if you're not at the front of the line, if you're not one of the first people there, right? If you're not one of the first people sampling the days, right? If you're not one of the first people sampling the days, oftentimes the best days are gone. People like me buy them. Did you say these were fall Pear Mountain winter harvests? The winter Pear Mountain, yes, yeah, winter Pear Mountain, yeah. And right now I have spring, fall, and winter Pear Mountain. That hasn't happened for a while. Usually the spring is sold out by now, and the fall is just about sold out by now. But if you're curious about why, you can look at the latest blog posts. But this year's winter Pear Mountain is great. It really is. And I'll throw it in the fridge, and I'll pack some up and throw it in the fridge. Right now, I'm also going to say, if you're out there and you've watched this far, if you're interested in some gifts, then get in touch. I'm opening up gifts to more people this week. So if you're 15 minutes in, get in touch if you want some gifts, right? From some gifts from it's working. It doesn't work. It works on the on the YouTube and it works on the YouTube and the Facebook, but not on the Instagram. If you want some gifts, then let me know. Just let me know. And yes. So I did. I don't know. Should I post it? Should I post it? So Cam is on the Instagram here, and he's very very long suffering friend, and he actually made a he made an AI thing. Let's see if I can actually do it. No. Let's see. Oh, here. I think I can. Okay, let's see. He made a beautiful. Here it is. You guys ready? On the Instagram, it'll show up. Here we go. Ready? So he made a beautiful AI rendition of me dancing, as the people on the Instagram can now see. This was not done by me. It was entirely generated by Cam, and I have been hesitating on whether or not to post it. And there we go. We did. We did. And that was I showed it to my family, and I don't know what's. I mean, they kind of. I don't know how to feel about it, because they sort of glanced at it, not looking at it carefully. They just sort of glanced at it. And then my boys were like, "Why would you do that?" Oh, and then, and so not only did they not really catch right away that it was AI, they also thought that I would do that. I really don't know how to view that one. I don't know. I mean, I dance like that sometimes. I mean, obviously not as well, but certainly not in public. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I think we got to do more AI. I think we have to do more AI education in our household. If my boys were falling for that, but yeah, I didn't push it out on the especially after writing the I won't do AI thing. I didn't push that out on the socials. But it is one of those things where right now, anybody out there, if you have put yourself online, and even if you haven't, make sure your loved ones know to be safe. If they phone up asking you to send them Walmart gift cards or cryptocurrency or something like that, then ask them an important question, such as, where do we usually park the car, or what's on the what's on the dashboard of the car, or something like that that would be not filmed somewhere. Here's another thing, and just drinking these two teas, they are absolutely the same teas, 100% absolutely the same teas. But I've stored this tea with basically an elastic band, because I'm just like, whatever, I'm just sort of drinking it. Whereas this one just came off the mountain, and people are seriously getting fooled with viral AI videos now. Oh, Cam, oh yeah, I'll finish this and I'll tell you the story about what I've just done, because I'm on. Let's see, is anybody on Facebook watching this? I started doing it on Facebook as well. Let's see, can I tell if anybody's on this? Anyways, Facebook is. It's there's somebody watching it. But I just did Facebook. Anyways, I'll tell you that story in a second. This has been breathing for the last couple of days, and this one I literally just went and scooped out some of the some of this tea. And this thing it's more floral, it's jumpier, it's got lots of stuff going on. I know it's the exact same tea. I've been doing this for long enough. This was vacuum sealed and has not been, hasn't really been released to the air. Anyways, basically, what am I saying about this? These types of teas need to breathe a little bit as well. The problem is, of course, once you open them, then the TikTok for staleness gets going. But, when you first open it, if you're not getting like total 100% flavors coming from it, just let it breathe a little bit and it'll come out. It's just amazing. It's something that comes up more and more for me as I go through the stages of being a tea seller and tea gambler. Anyways, so I haven't even logged into Facebook for years. I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. And now, because of the sanctions, I've got more free time. So I'm like, why don't I do I'll do some Facebook. I'll do some Facebook. Yeah, I'll set up the Facebook, do Facebook Lives as well. And so I logged back into Facebook and I had to, change my password and get back in and blah, blah, blah. And then I just was like, oh, what's going on in the feed? So I started going through the feed. And the thing was like just the most absurd AI generated slop with 2 million likes. Like there was one where there was a guy sitting on a porch drinking a beer, and then a bear came up and licked him or something like that. And then there's another one with a bear that there was a guy who was taking a poop, and that the camera was right there where he was taking a poop. There's a tell. And then the bear crawled in through the window and then jumped on him, and then they like da 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 da. All these things, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people were interacting with this obvious AI slop. And like dogs with extra legs doing cute things, like it was very strange. And I'd heard that, right? I'd heard that Facebook has now become how to do this without being offensive. It's where the older generation of North American affluent people spend their time, right? The rhymes with oomers, and so they go on. And I'd read about this, right? And I've been like, oh no, and it's true. It is true, and I don't want to offend. Let's see, did I offend the one person who was on Facebook? Oh, they're still there. Or I think they're still there. Anyways, the one person that was listening in on Facebook, don't want to offend them, but I was amazed. I really was. I was absolutely flabbergasted by just how it had taken over. Right, it had absolutely taken over the feed, quote unquote. On Instagram, you definitely see them, but it's not that bad. And on the other things, there's really, I guess you oftentimes see it on the X Twitter when it comes to news. A lot of the news stuff is AI generated now. But anyways, who knows, right? You used to always be able to tell because of the hands, but they figured that out. But just as a warning, throw it out there again 1,000 times. Well, actually, it hasn't been 1,000 times. And anyways, if it ever gets to that point where one of those bots show up or one of those scammers shows up, I don't think it'll get to that point. Anyways, I will never try and sell you cryptocurrency, or I don't have a private group, or I don't need any emergency cash, or I don't have a special thing that, anyways, Be careful. Okay, I think that's it for now. Just to recap, the winter Pear Mountain has come in. It's gorgeous. It's much, much better than last year. So last year's wintertime Pear Mountain was a little watered down. It was a little watery, too much rain. We actually had a really dry September and October. And as you can see, like it started raining around that time period. And they got one day of good weather and one day of not so good weather. So the not so good weather is over here. It's not like it's a bad tea, it's just flat. This was the good weather day. You can taste the sun coming out of this. And when you taste the sun coming out of this, it's like sweet, like bright green florals is basically what it is. And it's, I mean, I just love it. I love wintertime tea. I really do. And here you go. You can see this is a classic sort of wintertime pick. And you can see here, again, I'll start doing these when I have I'm going to have like a whiteboard room where I'll do classrooms, where I'll do classes. I'll have like a classroom, whiteboard room. It's a classroom. I'll have a classroom and I'll be doing things like this. But you can see here, it's this one's a little longer, but it's usually quite short right here. And then you have another very, very short sort of new growth thing coming out. And then you've got thick leaves down at the bottom and then a couple nice leaves up at the top. And what that gives you is the typical wintertime taste, which is a beautiful vegetal and you can see here. So you can see here, this is sort of a shorter bottom there, and then you got the shorter top. And then usually in the springtime, it's like, you get this actually much longer, but it's shorter here in the I'll go through and I'll do the whole spiel. Anyways, springtime is sort of tapered, starts thick, goes less, and then the top part is very nice and beautiful. That gives you rounded flavors. The florals and the sweet fruits up at the top. The fall stuff is much longer, much more uniform, but not quite as thick, skinnier, but very uniform all the way up. And then the wintertime tea is thick at the bottom and then a little bit of growth up at the top with a very thick stem, a couple thick leaves at the bottom. And then, of course, the snow pig tea is just thick leaves, about this big, just thick leaves. I actually still have some snow pig Pear Mountain left from last year. And so I guess I got 4 seasons. Anyways, any questions about anything that we've covered so far? Again, if you are looking, if you are in the United States and you'd like a gift, then please get in touch, because we are sort of expanding that. And if anybody out there knows ways to sort of get around the sanctions, then let me know any ideas. But we're not really focused on that for Mountain Stream Teas right now. Mostly because with the way things are in the regulatory environment, we might be able to do something, but then one more rule would come in and we'd get buggered again. And so we're just going to sort of just wait it out. Hopefully everything will go smoothly and go well, and sort of focus more on in-person tea settings. And still, obviously, nothing will change with the website, although I really should get in there and make it better. Maybe I will. It depends. See, so we're getting like hopefully soon. No matter what, we're going to be getting a brick and mortar type of shop in the next 3 to 6 months. Hopefully in the next month. Worst case scenario is 3 to 6 months. And I don't know how many people will actually come and visit, right? So I don't know how many people will actually come and visit a brick and mortar shop. And so I may have lots of time when I'm in my brick and mortar shop, sort of sipping tea, and I can work on my computer and fix up the website. But anyways, there's lots of things that we can do and work on for things like that. But that's sort of where we're going. Sort of classes, classroom, that type of stuff is sort of moving on as we go into the future here, which is quite a lot of fun. Quite looking forward to it. It should be I haven't done a lot of in-person stuff for many, many, many years. And so I used to do it all the time. And I used to do it in extremely high stress environments, like pathways that were this wide, like literally this wide, and then it would be 500 meters straight down. And so I stopped doing it. I stopped being around sort of strangers or people, like just stop. It's just like, oh, I need to break. But it's been long enough. I can go out and meet people again. I'm going on the website. I've had the snow Pear, and it's one of my favorites. Congrats on brick and mortar. We'll visit. God bless. Well, I so many people have come to visit. I'm just like, I got nothing. Like, I got the place where my family lives, right? Like I can't serve tea here. And so I'm I'm really looking forward and happy to have a place where I can actually serve tea. So when people come and visit, there'll be a place where people can go and drink tea, which is awesome. You got to get one of those fancy wood tea tables. Well, I have. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll be able to get something. I think what the problem will be getting the dry ice. So of course, if I'm going to get one of those with the dragon, and the spinning ball with the dry ice that comes out of the dragon's mouth, like it's just, I got to find, we gotta, that's going to be my issue. Of course, there's going to be the dragon, right? And I guess I have to hire a woman in a red cheap out dress with a short skirt to sit there and pour the tea too. Anyways, I'll have a table. I'll get a nice table. I won't be using this. Don't worry. I've already bought a bamboo big one with the racks and things. But I do have to have a nice table. I'll have a nice table. Yes. Well, who knows? Everybody's invited, right? Everybody's invited. When it's open, everybody's invited. And I'll have it open, and I'll have literally the backroom teas, right? So I'll have literally the backroom teas. So somebody comes in, and somebody says, "Do you have any Taiwanese pu'er?" And I'll be like, oh, "Sorry, Taiwan doesn't make pu'er." And if they go, "No, Camellia formosensis," be like, "Oh," I can show you the stuff I've got in the back. We can try some. None for sale, unfortunately. None for sale. Until I can go back and see if I can figure that out again, which I may. Who knows? Maybe I should go and figure it out again. Anyways, I think that's about it for now. Last questions about anything? Last questions, call out for last questions. See, how does the Facebook work anyways? Anyways, okay. I think that's about it for now. So, winter time Pear Mountain tea. There were 2 days. The 9th, which is gorgeous and beautiful, and the 20th, which didn't get enough sun. It's kind of flat. It's still nice. It's still from the same garden, but there was a reason why. As soon as I tasted these 2 teas, I'm like, get me this tea, because this tea is going to sell out. This day is going to sell out way faster than this day is going to sell out. But that's okay. And yeah, should be more wintertime teas coming in soon. mid-November soon. And let's all hope that they can figure out the tariff thing so that we can send tea to our American friends. And if not, well, get in touch if you want a present. If it's your birthday coming up, I will be happy to send you a nice birthday present. So there we go. Thank you, everybody, for watching wherever you are in the world. I certainly hope you have an absolutely amazing day, morning. I hope your day goes well. I hope your day went well. I hope you sleep well and have a great day tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next live stream. Okay.